What's going on, everyone? So the Los Angeles Lakers are currently 6-0 with Rui Hachimura in the starting lineup. You got D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. The offensive rating has been fantastic. Their assist turnover ratio has been fantastic. Defense is a bit of a question, right? Can they defensively hold their own against these top offensive teams? Can they hold their own? Like, what does the matchup look like when they go up against a elite offensive type of team with elite offensive type of talent? And the Lakers are going to be tested today. Now, look, I'm not saying Phoenix is this super high charged offensive weapon, but Devin Booker and Kevin Durant are two of the best scorers in the league. And although Phoenix has their struggles, they have their issues, they have their concerns, can the Lakers contain these two? This to me is going to be a good test to see how does Rui hold up in a potential playoff matchup. Because look, I love what they're doing on the offensive side of things, how the Lakers are able to, they're getting off to better starts. The offense is clicking much better. The ball is moving. It's not sticking as much. You have Rui Hachimura, who's just more versatile on the offensive side, especially when he's knocking down threes. I get all that, man. I love that. But once you get to the postseason, I have genuine concerns about what does it look like where Rui is defending a Kevin Durant, a Kawhi Leonard, a Michael Porter Jr., right? Can he defensively match up against these better, quicker, twitchier, more versatile wings out on the perimeter, right? Because you already have Austin Reaves in a starting lineup where teams are going to attack him. And now what's going to happen against Phoenix is Austin Reaves is probably going to be defending Devin Booker to start the game. And then you're going to have Rui Hachimura on Kevin Durant. Now, obviously, look, these two guys are two of the best scorers ever, right? They are spectacular. You're never going to be able to stop them. But are the Lakers, specifically Rui and Austin Reaves, are they just getting just completely outworked and outtorched out there? That's a real concern because I do think that this is going to be one of the better offensive tests for the Lakers. You have a team in Phoenix who is desperate. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They can't afford to lose this game. They're going to be at home in Phoenix. They're going to bring their A game. And these two guys are going to provide a large majority, if not most, of the offense for Phoenix. And that's where we're going to miss the Jared Vanderbilt. Hopefully Cam Reddish plays. We'll see. Time will tell. But this is a really good kind of just gauge as we move forward, right? Does Phoenix just kind of run through us? And is it this just offensive battle? Hopefully. I mean, I do assume and believe that the Lakers will be able to score enough, even if these two are going off, because that's one of the benefits of this starting unit is the offensive just versatility and firepower. And Phoenix is not a team that is known for their defense. Phoenix is not a team that you really have to worry about the Lakers getting locked down on, especially if they're moving the basketball. They're going to score a lot of points against Phoenix. If the ball's sticking and they're running a lot of ISO and just being heavy in that regard, then they could have their struggles as we have seen. Particularly, I mean, look at the Golden State Warriors game, right? Where it's just heavy isolation. They're just jacking up threes. The ball isn't moving the way that it was the previous 15 games where we were 11 in 4 during that stretch, right? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see the Lakers playing that way, moving the basketball, keep Phoenix, who is a bad defensive team, on their toes. Don't bail them out by just poor shot selection and just one-on-one isolations and just jacking up a bunch of shots. Obviously, Anthony Davis is going to do Anthony Davis things. Obviously, LeBron James is going to do LeBron James things. But beyond that, you gotta play the right way. And I want to make sure before we get to the postseason, this is a good matchup, that what does Rui look like defending a Kevin Durant? What does an Austin Reaves look like defending a Devin Booker? Are they just completely, deer in headlights out there, or are they going to be able to kind of match up and hold their own? Again, you're not going to stop these guys. I'm not asking those two to shut these guys down, but just make things difficult, make them work. Don't make the shots that these two take just so easy. That's a real thing because look, the Lakers absolutely need this win, like badly. Right? To me, this is one of the must-win games. I mean, you can make an argument every game. They only have 24 games left, so you can make an argument every game is a must-win game. But this game in particular, the Sacramento Kings matchup, the Warriors matchup that we have pretty soon, like those ones to me are all must-win games because we are trying to climb the standings here. We are trying to overtake these teams that are in front of us. Right now, we are 2.5 games back of Sacramento and Phoenix. You beat the Phoenix Suns right now, you get a full game. So now you're only 1.5 games. It's really only one game because the Lakers have the tiebreaker against Phoenix. So if you guys just finish with the same record, guess what? You're moving up. That could be the difference between you being in the 7th or 8th spot or you being in the 9th or 10th spot. That's that. But the Warriors, they have a very easy schedule coming up, and they have been playing excellent basketball lately. So you need to keep pace and make sure you're staying ahead of them. So these matchups against the Phoenix Suns, we just cannot afford to lose these games. We have to win these games. And look, we've won, 3 out of 4 against Phoenix. Phoenix is without Bradley Beal, so that's beneficial for the Lakers. Otherwise, I'd have my concerns about D'Lo, Reaves, and Rui Hachimura. But again, this is just it's a high-powered offense, or two real high-powered offensive weapons. Let me correct that. You got two of the best scorers in the league that are going to be defended by two guys that there are real questions about defensively. And yes, team defense and stuff like that is a thing, but these guys are going to have to be able to hold their own in this matchup, right? Like these Rui Hachimura and Austin Reaves are really going to have their work cut out from. Now, maybe it's D'Lo, right? Maybe Devin Booker is kind of running the point, and maybe D'Lo's the one that's chasing around Devin Booker. Whatever it is, whoever it is, right? They're going to have to. We don't have the Jared Vanderbilt. We're not starting a Cam Reddish, right? We don't have those guys. I mean, Cam Reddish, hopefully, again, may be available because that'd be nice because if things start going bad, well, then we could throw those guys out there. But we don't have our big defensive units, right? Which could, depending on, again, how this goes, even if we win this game, what does it look like, right? How like, do we win this game just because LeBron and AD's heroics, or do we win this game because we actually played great team basketball? We were able to keep Kevin Durant and Devin Booker semi-modest, right? And just kind of keep them from allowing it, even if it's a close game. But I'm really going to be watching specifically Rui Hachimura and Austin Reaves and how they match up, because this to me is going to be a real offensive test. You look at teams, like the Boston Celtics, they have an offensive firepower, but they love to just kind of play into their faults, right? They like some of these teams love to kind of, there's a clear advantage, and instead of exploiting that advantage, what do? Right? Like things like that, right? Those do, because Phoenix is going to rely on Kevin Durant. You know what Phoenix is going to do. You know what Phoenix wants to do. Where I use Boston as an example, I understand we didn't have that starting lineup. We didn't have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but I'm using them as an example because they're a team that should have just ran through the Lakers, but instead played to the Lakers' strengths and just shot themselves out of the game. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, they're so versatile and can score in so many ways. If their shot isn't falling, they're just going to keep attacking and applying pressure on these guys. So I want us, and we need to go 7-0 with the starting unit. We absolutely do, right? D'Lo, Reaves, LeBron, AD, and Rui. Lock in, get focused. Again, I don't have concerns about them scoring the basketball. They're going to score. We're going to put up points against Phoenix. I mean, unless we just are shooting atrocious, but we have mismatches literally all over the court. Phoenix is not a very good defensive team. And I'm not worried about us scoring. I'm worried about us getting into a shootout, and they have Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, games tight, and Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are torching Rui and Austin Reaves, and it's just bad. Because, I mean, teams are already targeting Austin Reaves. Rui struggles in that pick and roll action. He struggles against the quicker, twitchier perimeter guys, right? this is a matchup that may end up being something in the playoffs, right? Or even if it's not the Phoenix Suns, you have other teams like, again, Denver with Michael Porter Jr. Obviously, he's not Kevin Durant, but still, he's a guy that can go off, shoot the ball, attack the rim. He's got good size, good length. He's like, what, 6'10"? Clippers with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, two premier just perimeter players, two-way guys. Even like the Thunder, the Timberwolves, I'm not really worried about. I think Rui can hold their own against like Jaden McDaniels or Williams or whomever, right? Like I'm not, that doesn't really worry me. But again, teams like Denver, teams like the Clippers, the Phoenix Suns, the Warriors with, Rui played the 4 in that game, but having to defend a guy like an Andrew Wiggins. Because again, you may end up playing these guys in the play-in. If the Lakers, let's say the Lakers and the Suns finish 7th and 8th, now you got to play them in a play-in game. If Rui just got torched in a regular season game, what do you think is going to happen in a playoff game where Kevin Durant is elevating and playing even harder and working twice as tough? Like, it's just, there's concerns there that I have. And I think that this is going to be, I don't think this is going to tell the whole story, but I think it'll paint a pretty good couple pages, right? But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree with my points that, like, hey, yeah, like this is going to be a good test to kind of see where we are for Rui and Austin Reaves on the defensive side of things? Do you think no? Like, it's a regular season game. Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.